Okay, the last part to this topic of integrals is how to find the area. Now, if you do not have a graphing calculator, you do need to watch part 3, otherwise this is not going to help you. And even though if your teacher may allow you to use a graphing calculator to get the evaluate numerical answer or the area numerical answer, but still may ask you to find the antiderivative. It's an important skill in calculus that you're going to need. And if you are going to be a calculus major or going to go into engineering, these 4 lessons are just a conceptual understanding. It's an introduction to integrals. It does not do it justice. You're probably going to have to find integrals many different ways using Riemann sums and things like that. So just a little disclaimer there. Okay, so now notice I have rewrite integral if necessary. The way you're going to know if you have to rewrite the integral is if the area above, if all of the area is above sea level, you don't need to do it. Okay? So notice that on here, all the area is above sea level, so in this case the area is equal to the evaluate answer. There's not area above and below sea level fighting with each other, so they're the same exact answer. Okay? So obviously, if you look at this integral here, it's the same exact graph except I changed the upper bound to 4. So how can the area, see this is obviously not the area because this I shaded more stuff than this stuff. Okay? This is yellow plus purple, this is just yellow only, and this is 8. They both can't be 8 area. The evaluate answer is still 8, but it's not the area answer. So in this case, I want to break it up into 2 different integrals. Okay? I have area above sea level from 0 to 3. I have area below sea level from 3 to 4. So since this is below sea level, I'm just going to put absolute value on this answer. Okay? So here we go. And notice a little quick sketch here tells me where there's a breakup because the original upper bound and lower bound is 0 and 4, but my x-intercept is 3. So if you guys don't have a sketch, you won't know that the 3 is where there's a change in the area going from above sea level to below sea level. So really what you're doing is you're just going to find the area of each one separately and add them together. 2 bubbles, 2 integrals. 1 bubble, we only need 1 integral. We don't have to break it apart. All right, so we have this graph here. Now I want to evaluate I want to find the area from 0 to 3 first. Second, calc. And I'm going to do this very, very quickly because I assume you watched part 1. From 0 to 3. So that the area above sea level from 0 to 3 is 9 units. And then I want to calculate it from 3 to 4. Beep. So that little guy down below there, that little baby triangle is 1 unit long. Now notice if I take off the absolute value bars, I get the 8. I have a big triangle that has area of 9 and a little baby triangle below sea level with area of -1. When you combine those, you get a net gain of 8 units. But the area is 10. You're adding 9 plus -1. So that is 9 units. That is 1 unit below sea level for a total of 10. Okay? Here, the area above sea level is from -2 to 1. And the area below sea level is from -4 to 2. 2 bubbles require 2 integrals. So I'm just going to take my little picture and break it up from -4 to 2, -2, plus -2 to +1. The area that's below sea level is the purple, so I'm going to put absolute value around that guy and that guy. Okay? Let's go to the calculator. Now I want to calculate the area from -4 to -2, according to my picture here and according to my integral here. Okay? It's a little baby bubble there. Okay, little baby bubble. negative 4 to negative 2. So that little guy there is negative 1.33. Okay. Sometimes I like to label it on the picture. Okay, negative 1.33. That's below sea level. Negative 1.33. Then I'm going to add the area from negative 2 to positive 1. So I'm just going to do the same process over again. This time from negative 2 to positive 1. 18. Okay, so 18 is just the area of this area above sea level. So even though my graph is not to scale, it serves as a really good visual here. It at least tells me where the area is broken up. So the area of the yellow is 18. Now notice if you add this number here and this number without the absolute value, you get the negative 16 point. This is negative 1 1/3. That's 18, which is going to give us 16 2/3. Okay, but that's the evaluate answer. The area answer would be 19 1/3. Okay, this is I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth here. Okay, so notice the difference here. Two different answers because one is asking for the evaluate answer, the other one is the area answer. Okay, now I did this on purpose. Notice the area above and below is the same. We get 0 here. So obviously the